the 5th term. Maybe by the end of this election, the UIC the UIC are going to be the second party in Jamaica because people now going to remember this party. And again, my people, I say this every day and I'm going to keep repeating it. It's not everybody in Jamaica to support the Labour Party. We have to have opposition. We need opposing voices. I support opposing voices. But as an opponent, you have to learn to hold your party accountable. Unless the members and the supporters of the People's National Party can look at them party and say, listen to me, our policies in the 90s wrecked this country. And we need to do better next time when you come. They're going to come back and they're going to repeat the same policies that led us down the road at FinSac. The only difference between the 70s and the 90s is that we didn't have a FinSac to name everything after, but it was the same thing. Both times they were in power, it caused the destruction of Jamaica. Yes, they're going to put a whole heap of spin pan it says, horse dead and cow fat cause it. But it can always be changed back to the policy direction that they take. Always can go back to the policies that they choose to enforce on people. FinSac is as a direct result of the high interest rate policies of Omar Davis under the advice of Mark Golding. Well, I don't know today, but FinSac can be changed directly to that. The 70s can be traced to the handout policy of Michael Manley. The 70s, the collapse, the destruction of the 70s can be traced to the handout policy of Michael Manley. The 90s is at the high interest rate policy of Omar Davis under the advice of Mark Golding. These are simply facts where unless the members, the supporters of the party can stand up and look at them party and say, yes, even though we love this party, because most of them are Michael Mann, they alone, they're members of the party. Even though we love you as a party, we believe and we have seen that your policy direction in the past has cost Jamaica and Jamaicans a lot. And we need you to do better or promise us better when you come back, when we vote for you again. And that's how it have to do. That's how you're going to get them to perform better. But by running around with Mark Golding, telling him that no matter what you say, man, the 90s was the best times in Jamaica. All because him says so and you believe say you feel repeat it and so. No, you can't support leadership like that, my people. Well thinking comrade. I am not asking you to change to Labour Party, you know. But all me I say, you have to try set a line for the party where you support. So that if God forbid and they come back, we don't have a repeat of the 90s. But if you no keep continue to come on social media and repeat the words about, oh my God, the 90s were the best time in Jamaican history, then they're going to come back and they're going to do the same because that's what you tell them to do. That is what you tell them to do. Say, oh my God, repeat it. Anything you do then, repeat it now because my people them out there tell me it's the best time. 44,000 business went under. 44,000 business went under in the 90s. 90% of our financial institution went under. The only financial institutions left standing in Jamaica at the time, apart from Scotiabank, which is an overseas entity. All of our local banks, got destroyed, except DB&G and JLP And we can know the antecedents of those two institutions. Them have PMP backing. Them have PMP in them blood. One of them is owned and operated by the very same man who was the financial engineer at the time. The very same financial engineer who owned and operated one of those financial institutions that left standing. So, as comrade, if you not take a little time and do a little research, you know that realize that is comrade leader, the present comrade leader, is why most of our parents right now don't have nothing for left in our will. Is the reason why now why Meshack Willis don't have an inheritance for left again picnic them. Is the reason why now why Lola Grebeck have to live with her picnic them rather than her picnic them live with her. Because of the policy of Mark Golding and the PMP did that to them. And unless anybody, but I think it would be more coming from them supporters, can walk up to them and tell them again, if you don't know the words to use, let me give you the word. I support you, but what you do back then did wrong. And you can continue to support the free choice, And as I said, I don't want a Jamaica where everybody is supporting the Labour Party. That's not the kind of Jamaica I want. I want a Jamaica that have a strong opposition, an opposition whereby if election card and them win, we not have to fret. The business people don't have to start pack up. The business people don't have to start pack up. Because them all say, all right, don't worry, continuation will go on. No. I guarantee you this. The Jamaica Labour Party in the last 9 years has added over 150,000 jobs to the economy. Over 150,000 jobs. Jamaica is near full employment. Jamaica is near full employment, and we are going at the stage now where we are going to have to follow what Singapore had to do at one stage in their development, which is import labor. Now, people are going to say, oh, how you import labor? And some people there on the street, they want to work. Yes, they're on the street, they don't want to work. We have to start make excuse for people and their laziness, right? Jamaica is almost at full employment, and that statistic only count persons that are actively seeking employment. It don't count the man on the street that sit down every day and who say you can call him virgin overseas and tell them, so, boy, don't go on to Jamaica and you can send me a bills. No, then they don't count. Those are the ones who call overseas every day and tell, oh, things hard out there, Send me $100 now. Boy, me can't get no work. I mean, now work for minimum wage. But what skill you have? Me not have no skill. Minimum wage is designed for the persons that has no skills. I would love anybody to give me the name and telephone number of one skilled individual, trained individual in Jamaica that is working minimum wage. Because that is one of the debate that the comrades have love to have. Oh, minimum wage too low. I would love for them to give me the name, the address, and the telephone number of one trained individual in Jamaica that is earning a minimum wage. If you don't want to earn minimum wage, get yourself trained, get yourself skilled. Again now. And yes, you're right. And them give overseas persons the bad name, the bad news, the bad impression of Jamaica. Because they believe so when they call, if they not preach doom and gloom, then now get the little thing where them are beg. So when them call, them are always like a preach doom and gloom. Rough things bad. They're always gonna be preaching doom and gloom. And the only way they get the $100 or $50 them a beg. Right? So I say I want somebody to send me that. I want that. Just somebody who has skills, whether they are trained plumber, a trained tailor, somebody, a skilled secretary, anybody who is skilled, who is trained, who is certified, that is earning minimum wage. Somebody send me the information for that person. Anybody who can send me that information personally, me give them $50,000. I will pay for that information. A skilled man who has the skill and have the training, but is earning minimum wage. Because there are persons, on a construction site who are laborers. Laborers are, you're not a skilled mason. So your job is to swing 2 buckets. And they might earn almost $8,000 a day. They might earn almost $8,000 a day. Right? How is it that you're going to sit down at home now and say, me now work minimum wage, but yet you're not willing to take the steps to put yourself in a career position where you can earn a comfortable salary or even start your own business? How is it that you just sit down and say, you now do something? So you must just sit at home. You didn't go to school, you didn't do well in a school to get your qualifications, but you must be earning the same salary. But you must be earning the same salary as somebody who actually did the work, acquired the skill, and is now in the workforce. And that's how it go. Alright, the people. There's a young lady, she who must always be answer is calling. But I soon go call her back. Now violate just for a little time. Right? How is it that that is your skill? And the problem that most of these people have is that the persons around them are not willing to say, school them in the ways to say, listen to me, you talk foolishness. Right? You talk foolishness. If you want to earn a better salary, the salaries are out there, The salaries are out there. You are just not in a position to earn them. You are not in a position to earn them. And that is where we are falling short. You want something that you have not earned. Right? So when they come up, when they go to even persons in Julian Robbins' constituency, who is telling him this, Mr. Minister, me no want to earn no minimum wage, And with Julian Robbins as a member of parliament, you never point him in the right direction to say, all right, here what you do. I agree with you. Minimum wage is not good. But let us figure out how to get you ready to earn a better salary. No, that conversation was not had. What he did was enable that thinking. Minimum wage today is $15,000. Minimum wage in 2016 was what? $5,900. But minimum wage is not designed to make you comfortable. Minimum wage is not in no country. For years I hear Bernie Sanders in America clamoring for a livable minimum wage. So minimum wage in America must move to $15 an hour. For years, Bernie Sanders are clamoring for that. But they now have that. Minimum wage, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, the federal minimum wage in the US is $7.50 an hour. $7.50 an hour. And you hear people come on here and willing to mislead and tell you, say, me there for I work minimum wage and I can pay my rent. Lies. Lies. Minimum wage is a guide that people don't take advantage of people in your country. That is what minimum wage is. Different, yeah, no, it's different in different states, but that's why I said the federal minimum wage, King. That's why I use the term the federal minimum wage is $7.50. But you have different states that is higher. Yeah, some states are $14, some states are $15, some states different, right? But the thing is, it is not designed for you to sit there and be comfortable. Minimum wage is where people we expect the people that go upon summer break or the afternoon work to earn. That is what we expect them to be earning. We are in a situation now where Andrew Michael Holness promised to make skills training a part of his mandate from 2016, and he has done that. That is why now, as a Jamaican, you can walk into any Hard Trust NTA, sign up, and get your skill. Any Hard Trust NTA, sign up and get your skill. Walk out with one. If you don't have one, if you walk out with one this week and then I work out for you, you can go get a next one. These certificates from Heart are accepted. 725. All right, thank you, Abel. These certificates from Heart are accepted in all major territories in the world. Canada, US, all of them is accepted. Get yourself trained. This idea if you come out every morning and when you the first thing you put in your hand, I want script, and you have one special in a one cup at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then your friend them get up and do nothing all day. And then with that attitude in mind, now you say, me not work for no $15,000. You don't have to, but you have to do your part. You have to do your part. Either you're gonna get the skill, or you're gonna go back to school and get what you need to get. Or better yet, you can't just start your business, but do something. The idea if you sit down and just say what you don't want, rather than decide what you do want and what you're gonna get and how you're gonna get where you want, is the problem. And the problem with that, Sheik, are you there? Is that we have too much people that enable these behaviors. We have enablers of these behaviors. Original good here there. Yeah, you have enablers of these behaviors, and people need to stop enabling them behavior there. Young people who have 202 foot, young people who in their 20s and sit down and buy into this doom and gloom and buy into the notion say, me can't wait for PMP come in a power so some hustling can run. Hustling is temporary. Once the skill go in your head, no one can remove it. You can practice it on any continent you want to go. A politician or a party coming to you and giving you $2,000 every week and you feel good. Can the general pastor and give me a thing, and a some man feel lead. Yeah, man, I'm a good MP, man. He give me a grand and he pass through. I will come and him buy a beer. Versus the MP will come and say, listen to me, I'm going to get one bus. And I'm going to transfer to the Heart. I'm going to come full up the bus with me at data. How much it I'm going to need to make. And the bus will park there all day and not one somebody going out. Because them are set of people and them value. Now, I don't want to say them value. I believe the problem is with those who enable the behavior. The problem is with those who enable such behavior. Stop enable the behavior. So my time what them need is a strong kick. And it's not just man, it's woman too. Not just the man, and you're a woman too. The overwhelming majority of people that are sitting at home and part program right now is female. Don't hold me to this figure. But I think it is 75-25. And most of the man them already there, the older man them. But the young female them who still have years to contribute to life. Just feel say it is easier we sit down around and collect one little money when the month done, rather than take the opportunity being presented by this government to take yourself out of that situation the way you have to depend on one handout. And the problem what we have to look at solving is that making yourself skill right now in Jamaica is free. Making yourself skill right now is free. There are no great opportunity for skill. The amount of project that is going on in Jamaica, skill workers are running low, while the skill training facilities are empty. Yes, but people don't come on here and encourage people to take advantage of the skill training facility. It is easier to sit down and enable persons' bad behavior than to tell them, say, listen to me now, all of this is a free country and all of we have to play a part. It is easier to sit down and say, when you go to school and you don't pass and you don't get the subject them, I know your fault, you know. And it's not even the teacher fault, you know. It's the government fault. Yes. Easier to drink a special and bonus cliff. Yes, easier to drink a special and bonus cliff. When you go to school and you don't get the subject, I know the teacher fault. I know this picnic fault we go there and waste him days. No, it's somebody else's fault. So the trainer and the trainee have no responsibility in that scenario. We have to stop them foolishness there. When you go to the hospital, you go to any government agency, and the receptionist is rude, and the government fault. I was watching, I watched one video recently, I forget the name of the guy, but him say him is a cartel fan, and the fact the cartel never get the Grammy one year. Based on the trend when see a go on, he might blame Andrew Holness feet, because him say based on when see everything happen Andrew Holness part. So he say is Andrew make cartel never get the Grammy. The Grammy. I have never in my life, not even the president of the United States, I mean Joe Biden, not Donald, carry the burden where Andrew Michael Holness carry. The president of the United States who have to deal with nuclear weapon and nuclear threat and all of this don't have to carry the burden where Andrew Holness carry. I want to think of that. The little island in the sun. And even though feel with little island in the eyes of everybody else, every country in the world, look at Jamaica and is proud of Jamaica, is proud of the leadership of Jamaica. And the very same people in Jamaica are tear him down and are tear down the country. Think of that. Check every country in the world. See what they must say about Jamaica. Check all the leaders in the Caribbean. See what they must say about Jamaica. But yet, few people then, our so-called opposition leader is going on the international stage. Because he's so power hungry. He's going over there to tell us, oh my God, I don't know what state Jamaica will be in if we do. Let me tell you, Mark Golden, what state Jamaica will be in if we don't get a change of government. We will be in first world status. That is the state that will be in, Mr. Golden, if we don't get a change of government. We will be in first world status. We will have full employment. We will have a first-rate healthcare system. We'll have a first-rate education system. We'll go back to having the nicest set of people in the world, because that's what we had at one stage. And the PMP break them spirit. Don't forget that up to the 1980s, 1990s, early, we had the nicest set of people in the world. And you, Mr. Golden, and the PMP break them spirit. I say it all the while that the indiscipline we face on the road nowadays have its roots at the PMP. And them force Jamaicans in them way there. And then put people back against the wall without no way out. You believe, say, as a policy position, when the then government sit and saw that all these businesses were collapsing in Jamaica, 44,000 of them. And if we should do a quick calculation, say every business employ at least 5 persons. And they can do the maths and see how much person that 44,000 business. You can do the maths and see how much person that. If they had put in at the time, say, listen to me now, we are gonna need to pivot somewhere else. Let us make skill training more accessible. Let us remove the guarantor for student loan. If them did do it for that time, they know it would have had a different effect. Yeah, you know. 220,000 people. If they had put in measures in place from them time there, we would have a different outcome than what we have now. We still wouldn't be perfect, but we wouldn't have fallen so far off of the map. Where unemployment during that time went as high as 28%. Don't hold me to the numbers, I'm not sure about it, but I know it was up in that way, right? 28% went up. All of them people who would lose them work, the only thing they could have think to do is go buy one little deportee and put on the road so we are run taxi. That was the only way out what them did have. And that is what pushed the indiscipline on our roads. And even when they saw that coming, they did not know they could put in things to regulate the behavior of these people. No, they did not. Even though they saw the rise in it, they never realized that we could have put in something to regulate them, how them behavior on the road. No, wait until they get out of hand. A couple of days ago, I don't know, when was it, Chica? Yesterday, I had a discussion on here with a man who claims him is a bishop. I don't think he is really a bishop. I just believe that you have a whole heap of them now are growing and put pastor, bishop on them title for people see. He claims him is a teacher. And my good friend Nathaniel did make an announcement and say, anybody have no picnic at the school with that man that say I teach, we'll take him out. Because the man say there are some rules at his school that he don't think make sense. So he not enforce them. The man said there are rules at the schools that he teach that he don't think make sense. So he don't think him have to enforce them. And that behavior now push out in the wider world. Oh yes, there are laws in Jamaica where I don't think make sense, so I have to follow them. It was on Tuesday, all right, so I have to follow them. If at the time when these people were turning to the taxi business to make up a little shortfall in their budget, the PMP had the foresight to put some regulation in place, would have different behavior. But there's a difference between leadership with vision and reactive leadership. Andrew Michael Holness is a leader with a vision. He's a leader who put in something right now and you never know, say you need it until 2 years down the line. You realize that shit, this man was a genius. The People's National Party are not future planners. They don't plan for tomorrow. They not plan for tomorrow. They do for today. They react to today. What is happening today and this will react to. That's how they operate. And you can't, that's not how you run country. Country can't run so. You have to plan for future generations. That is why it is left up today and Andrew Michael Holness to build 4 hospitals one time. Because during the 90s, the PNP didn't have the vision to realize that we have a growing population and an aging population. So come the next 20 years, people are gonna need more hospital than we need today. They didn't have that vision. Even today, in today's world, when the reality is looking them in the eye, when them say the population catch up on the health services, and this government has solved the problem by building more, they must say no, and not say you solve it. Just buy some more bed. The problem we face, people, is not bed, it's space. And the only way to do that is to expand the health service, build more hospital. Even with that reality staring them in the eye, they cannot understand that simple concept. Development is not for now, it's for when you need it. The Jamaica that they should have built, from the 90s coming up, is the one now that we shouldn't need 4 hospitals one time. We should have only need 1 right now. But because none was constructed in their 18 years in office, none couldn't get constructed in the JLP 4 because guess what? We had the world financial crisis to deal with. And with all the money, and I was reminded the other day that money was allotted under the PNP leadership to construct the Portmore hospital that should have been built and opened by now. No hospital, no money. But yet, Damien Crawford feel good enough to come on platform and say 90% of Portmore money spent in a Portmore. Damn lie. Damn lie. 60 million, thank you, Travi. Damien Crawford is brave enough to come on platform and say to comrades, no, money I spent over Portmore. Lies. All the Portmore people don't want to be a parish. Portmore have almost 300,000 residents, if not more. And you can only find 10 figures stand up with placard to say they don't want on parish. But the problem is that when you not do that now, the same news media will Mark Golden go shit pan. Yes, the same news media will Mark Golden go shit pan and give it headline, scores of residents in Portmore. 10 somebody. Now, a score of what? Score of 20, no? So somebody help me out. That score isn't that score 20? So you have to need at least 20 to give it that title. They could only find 10, not even a dozen. So when the news media reports the scores of residents, you not even make the quota to call it score, and 20 people never out there. And most of them out there never come from Portmore. Most of them out there hold up pop card that talk about now to parish. They don't want to parish. Never come from Portmore. Portmore people has a 95%, I think, compliance rate when it comes to them property taxes. 95%. Virtually everybody in a Portmore pay them property tax. And Portmore has had, since they put that little champagne over Portmore, Portmore has had PNP mayor for most of its existence. They've only had 1 term of a JLP mayor, and him couldn't get anything done because all I considered them only was PNP. And all know they cannot build that hospital. Always had a PNP mayor, and his Andrew Holness have to come build the Portmore Resilient Park. And now guess what? Them are go around and make promises based on the park. Yes, man, them election and promises based on the park. We're gonna make Portmore a wellness city that has tracks and all. Jungle people, you're describing the resilient park that is now being constructed by Andrew Michael Holness. Come with an original idea And that is what we will challenge the PMP to do. Come with an original idea. We're not going to do for Portmore. The best thing you can do for Portmore as comrade is to leave it alone. Make people who have ideas for the future development run it. And that is why I'm afraid of the parish status. Because it's going to be a different electoral playground. Fitzjackson a ball like water because they're going to lose in Garrison. Fitzjackson a ball like water because they're going to cut off in Garrison. And they have to go actually work as an MP if you want to keep in seat. The only reason the PMP can give as to why Portmore shouldn't be a parish is you're not going to get to vote for no one me again. That is the only reason I'm giving up. Them have a nearly a 5-hour town hall meeting over there, you know, and the only reason them could have give is that if they make a parish, they're not going to get to vote for no mayor again. But don't worry, they will get a mayor. They will get one. What the problem we're not going to face though is that when the Jamaica Labour Party finally take over the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, we are going to find all of the nastiness on that going with over there this time. We are going to finally find the evidence on the over there use Portmore money and pay dance. We are going to find, you know, say the mayor bodyguard that get paid for deliver water when he don't have no truck. But he might get big trucking contract. All of these things we will find out. Other them things they frighten you now. A PMP conference. No, sir. No, Chabi. No, Chabi. PMP conference normally have a whole heap of criminal on stage. PMP conference normally come with a whole heap of criminal on stage, man. I never PMP conference that. I never see no criminal. Well, maybe I never see them. Maybe they need that the crowd. You normally come with, and you have to have entertainer. Yeah, you have to have entertainer, you have to have separatist leader, and you have to have drug convict. Right? I don't think they go with PMP conference. Jen said, yeah, well, he must go everywhere and he's busy. I think he must search in balls or Mark Golden take away. So he must go everywhere with the hope saying we get it back. He must go everywhere with the hope that we get a chance to reclaim him in balls. Right? Gentle people, I think what I try to get a point is that leadership is very important. Leadership matters. Election matters. Whole heap of people in Jamaica sit on the notion that they are better than the electoral process. They are better than going to cast a vote, and they don't need to go and cast a vote because that's why both parties are the same and the vote not change nothing. Both parties in Jamaica is not the same. One party is fighting for your future, the other party is fighting for power. One party is fighting to build this country, to continue to build this country. The other party is fighting for power. One party is fighting to make sure your children and grandchildren inherited a better Jamaica than we did. The other party is fighting for power. No plans on how to improve your lives. They run on no plans in 2012. They never had no plans. When they run on tell you for doing a 2011 campaign, turn up the thing. And in turning up the thing, they impose $58 billion in taxes on the Jamaican people. There were several road projects that was allocated under Mike Henry. They used that money and said we are going to run one program called Jeep. All of us know the story, so the Jeep never move off of the parking lot. And all of the money still couldn't be found. They went to the Chinese and they negotiated for some deal where they got money from 2012 to do the Western children, to do the 3 Mile Road, the Hagley Park Road, and the Constant Spring Road. Them got all that money from 2012. And up until 2016, not one screw did ever drive to do them project there. None. None. That is why leadership is important, and that is why they are now hell-bent and tearing down this government who come in, not only start them project how them should have start, but majority of them, including the Western children, the government did have to come out a pocket where they shouldn't have. Because if the PNP at the time they start the project when they were supposed to, it would have done on time. But the PNP has always been about this. We go overseas, we get these loans in the name of the Jamaican people, and then them find a way to sink off the money in them pocket. And Jamaica don't get value for money. I challenge any comrade, well, except one, no, 2 of them. There's 2 comrades I don't share platform with. Well, maybe 3, but 2 main ones I don't share platform with. And any platform I go up on and they come and they take my leave. But they shall remain nameless on this platform. I won't call their name. Right? Any comrade come and challenge me and tell me, say, this government today is not giving you value for your money. And yes, me know say the number 1 drum beating. A corrupt. But I've always challenged all of you to come and prove the corruption. And you can't do it. If we were to run a competition now, well, me challenge one comrade. Anyone, one comrade can come to you, and I can prove my gold in corruption with evidence. And I challenge one to come here to me now and prove Andrew won with evidence. Here is somebody. Grace. What is this person name? All right, young comrade. Then young comrade send me a request, man, and come. Send me a request and come, young comrade. But young comrade, the problem we have, we're not here to discuss feelings, we're here to discuss evidence. So send me a request, young comrade, and come. Gentle people, young comrade is stepping up to the plate. Come, young comrade, send a request. Facts alone, young comrade, come. You said to add you, come the young comrade, man, I wait for the request. Facts alone, just facts. All right, you look at young comrade change your mind. You see that? Just because we use the word facts. And the word facts make them change their mind. Factual information only. That will always make them back down. Factual information will always make them back down. Young comrade say, add me. The moment they say we're not going to discuss feelings, we're going to discuss facts, young comrade change your mind. But when you come with your evidence and facts, and nobody not remove you if you come with evidence and facts. Send me a request. Send me a request. Tell me that the government of Jamaica never use taxpayers' money and build the Christian Allega Highway 2000. Better, no, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, you say, we are going to show you, we are going to point to the corruption of Marky G. And then you point to me anywhere. Young comrade, is either you're gonna send a request. You say add me say send a request, and you're giving me the reason why I don't want you up here when I am telling you to send me a request. Young comrade, I said to send a request, and you're there giving me reason why I don't want you up here when I'm saying send the request and come, sir. You're removed from this platform for 2 reasons: disrespect and lies. As long as you're not doing any of them, then you won't be removed. Disrespect and lies is why we remove people over here. As long as you're not doing any of those things, nobody will remove you. You say you're gonna come to discuss the corruption, so come. If you know you're gonna come and you're gonna disrespect somebody, you're gonna disrespect me, Prime Minister, and you're gonna tell a lie. Those are the only reasons. Come, you say you have evidence and you're willing for the discussion, then come. It's like, yeah, stay away there. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Young comrade, that is how they are. The moment we use the word, say you have to come debate facts, you don't want to come anymore. So leave it as it is. It says a lot about the comrades. Right? It says a lot about them. But I can guarantee my people, and it is evidentiary facts, this government is giving you value for your money. It is the first I can remember that a government has fulfilled over 90% of its manifesto promises. Never happened before. The PNP can never claim that because they really have a manifesto. 90% of its manifesto promises were kept. No, I don't mean afraid. Me send out an invite, if you come, and I know them can make an appearance yet. I come with lame excuse. I know that if there's one thing I'll come with, are allergic to is facts. They're allergic to facts. Once them hear about facts, them are going to run like them are going to run. Right? Marky G, Mark Golden, sits in a position of power under the PNP from 1994 and directed government funds into his own pocket, taxpayers' money into his own pocket. Right? That's what he did. No one, even after 5 years of investigation, an international forensic auditor, no one has been able to say that Andrew Holness put $1 of taxpayers' money in his pocket, apart from his salary. Gentle people, it's not the moderator invite you. I said to come if you want to have a discussion, Virgin. It's either you're going to come or you're going to keep quiet. One of the two, is either you come or no. I hear what you do. You want to do. Put the young comrade at the back of the class with me. It don't make no sense. Yes, let me put the moderator then for work since I you're afraid of. Put in my back of the class. Yeah, I mean, not time for you. Find somebody serious. Find one serious comrade and send them since she's a coward. 2 reasons. Either you're planning to lie when you come here, and you're not planning to control some disrespect. Thank you, people. Listen to me. I love political discussion. And my political discussion is not with labor right. Me and them agree upon everything. We can't argue with people. We can't discuss things with people we agree upon everything with. But you come, add me boldly. Me say come, and then you start. So when you say add me, you never know, say the moderator them there. Is after me tell you, no, what you're hoping to is that when you say add me, I'm gonna say no, me no want you. No. That's the problem. Now man, Cash and Destiny, anytime Cash and Destiny get disrespectful, me mute that too. Oh, but you have to give thanks to the support of them. What young comrades hoping is that when they say add me would have say no. When you come, as me say, I can point you in the direction of taxpayers' money going into Marky G's pocket. You cannot point me in the direction of taxpayers' money going into Andrew Holness' pocket. I can point you in the direction of taxpayers' money going into Mark Golden business. You cannot show me no taxpayers' money going into Andrew Holness' business. These are simple facts. And at that, no one young comrade to come and do. Tell me how, who that? Somebody said, tell me how, which one then you want to know? Tell you which one. I can tell you. Let me tell you, what that person name? Sorry, I can't say your name. It's well. It's well, so you want to know Marky G. All right. Now give you one incident. Now give you the biggest one. Marky G and DB&G entered into an arrangement with the government of Jamaica, the PMP government of Jamaica, to enter in a partnership to buy a failing institution and the failing bank. The government of Jamaica put up $370 million for the deal. The government of Jamaica put up $370 million taxpayers' money for the deal. DB&G put up $27 million. When that deal was complete, and I rush through it here, a whole heap of details left out there. When that deal was completed, DB&G profits soared because they got a Cambio license in the deal, and that is why under the leadership, the US dollar was allowed to run away because DB&G get a Cambio license, so they could buy and sell US. Under that deal, DB&G profits soar a massive 300%, move up to over $1 billion per year. There is no record of the government of Jamaica getting a single dollar in dividend payment. When DB&G was sold, there is no record of the government of Jamaica getting back their 48% stake in that business. That is taxpayers' money going into Marky G's pocket, going in a Marky G business. Well, let me see what this I say. So if it was you, what would you, I don't understand that question. If it was me, I don't understand the question. What would I do? What would I do with what? Me don't understand the question. If it was you, what would I do? What would I do with what? That is taxpayers' money going into Marky G's pocket. That is the deal that made Marky G a billionaire. Yeah? Before that, DB&G couldn't come up with $30 million to buy the business by themselves. They couldn't come up with it. That's how bad it was. Right? That is how bad it was. Right? But he went to his friend Omar Davis, who decided to shell out taxpayers' money. Who black cash and bestie? Come on, who black cash and bestie, man? Shika and black cash and bestie there for me. Marky G and DB&G couldn't come up with the money to make the deal for them one. So he went to his friend Omar. And his friend Omar opened the bank account of the taxpayers of Jamaica and give it to them. How is it that you are in a deal? You put up $370 million. The other party put up what? $27 million. And you end up the minority shareholder. You end up the minority shareholder of that deal. Nah, man, something wrong with that, man. And that is the deal that makes them a billionaire. So when Marky G go past this and tell us, him not come for scrape, Marky G scrape billions of dollars on the back of taxpayers already, and I come back for scrape more. Now, any comrade, tell me now where you see where Andrew has misappropriated or has benefited from $1 of taxpayer money going into his pocket, apart from his salary. That is one instance of Mark Golden's treachery. One, there's others. But no. Good evening to you, Deidre. Now I want any comrade to do the same to me where Andrew Holness is concerned. Any comrade. Young comrade, but I'm going to put you at the back of the class. Bring back up young comrade for me. Let me see if you're ready now to come have the conversation. That is one instance of taxpayers' money going into Marky G pocket. And I know me say so, the evidence is there to prove it. The evidence is there to prove it. Now, show me one instance, any comrade, of the same for Andrew Michael Holness. The man who is building Jamaica. The man who is building Jamaicans. The man who has rebuilt our manufacturing sector. The man who make investors looking at Jamaica again. We are now an investment-friendly environment. It is not as it was in the 80s yet, but we have manufacturing. And Jenka people, I want to know, look, and I want to know, realize that Jamaica is now in a position to capitalize on some of the madness where Chompa go on with. Because some of them factory they know where in Mexico and Canada. If we play with cards right, we can get a couple of them in Jamaica. If we play with cards right, we can get some of them business. A report that says the Canadian is removing Jack Daniels from their shelf and I replace it with Real Nevio. If we as a country, if we play with cards right, we can get some of them business there where we are going to leave Mexico and Canada. And that is what we need to do. Put yourself in a position where we can benefit. Don't just look at it as madness. Look how we can benefit from it. If we can get two of them manufacturing plant there, two of the big plant there, either the car parts one or whatever. If we can get manufacturing up where we can fill some of the fruit orders that now go come from Mexico anymore. Look at the opportunities, my people. Look what going, and Jamaica is now in a position to take advantage of them. But we can never do that under PMP government that has always proven to be anti-business. J-Ras there, I say, comrade J-Ras there. J-Ras, I was challenging any comrade to come here and show me where taxpayers' money were going in Andrew pocket. Why me telling you, some of them names are just kind of obvious. Some of them names are just kind of obvious. But me just want I need Jamaicans to realize that what is the chaos that is taking place up north is an opportunity for us. That opportunity can only come under the Jamaica Labour Party. Because the People's National Party has always proven to be anti-business. In the 70s, Michael Manley chased out the business class out of Jamaica. 5 flights a day. If you don't like what I do, leave. In the 90s, the business and manufacturing class was destroyed. And all of the money funnel into Mark Golding's pocket. As according to one PNP member of the class, his party would have presided over the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich since slavery. In the 1980s, the Jamaica Labour Party under the leadership of Edward Philip George Siaga created a bustling manufacturing sector where Jamaica was the mecca of manufacturing in the Caribbean. We make everything. We had places like Separate, Excelsior, all of them manufacturing places. They used to do them manufacture right here in Jamaica. Under the PMP, many of the things that even bear our tag today could not be manufactured in Jamaica, and now them are come back. And now tropical rhythm and all them things they were Grace Maker come back to Jamaica now. They can make in a Jamaica again. Separate again. I return most of its manufacturing here. Excelsior again. I return most of its manufacturing here. Most of you still never know that. So even Excelsior used to, rather than make biscuit, they used to import whole heap of biscuit. All of them whole for them little biscuit what we enjoy. Them did have to import them because guess what? Under the PMP management of this country, that was easier than to manufacture it here. We used to have to go Trinidad, go buy them, go Trinidad, send them go Trinidad, go Mexican, and then import them. Those things are returning to Jamaica again under the leadership of Andrew Michael Holness. And because of that, you see, these are the kind of a political discussion we would like to have. I would love every time when I come here and I turn on this live and I see two comrades come, we can rejoice and say, yes, two comrades come now, we are going to debate until daylight the morning. But majority of these people, you can't hold a sensible debate with. And holy for me sure friend them I go cuss when me say this now. And that is what make Hugh Richards, my liar friend Hugh Richards, stand out above all the rest. Because Hugh Richards will have a political debate with you. Hugh Richards will tell you, say, yes, you're right about that, but here is the problem. And boy, when me see them do to Hugh Richards what day, when me see them do to my good friend Hugh, and me and Hugh talk, you know, and when me and Hugh talk, Hugh agrees to the PMP democracy, you know. He just not say it out in the public. Yeah, man, when me and Hugh talk, Hugh agrees to the PMP democracy. Mario, big up yourself, my general. It's like Hugh, I set you up in the morning, curse you again, you know. Yeah, Hugh, I set you up in the morning, curse you again, you know. When me and Hugh talk, you agree with me, say the comrade democracy. Yeah, man. You say him alone and hold them up. But thank you, people. There have to be a space where we can come in, we can sit down, we can debate Jamaica. And people who are listening will learn something from the debate. That's if you don't even like Greenbush. We have to have the debate then where people who are listening can learn something from the debate. But them are going to learn something where me say, them are going to learn something where you say. But the problem with most of these comrades, they feel that they have to lie. And they feel so when you ask them for evidence, you do something wrong. Like me said last night, I don't know if Trouble was there in the earth. Yeah, Trouble, you did there last night. The man come, the man say, I read an article. And the article said Jamaica take loan. And what was good about that is that we had somebody independent to assess. You never hear from we say it wrong, you know. Somebody independent said, show us the article. And when the article was read by an independent eye, the lies was exposed right there. And even when you expose the lie, the man still had double down. I was having a discussion with a friend recently, and I was telling the friend say that there is a space between truth and lie. There's a space between there. We call it a mistake. But where it becomes a lie is that if you make a claim and I show you evidence that your claim is wrong, if I shall show you evidence that your claim wrong and you're still holding on to it, then that's where you tell a lie. But if you make a statement and I say, no, this is why your statement is wrong, and I say, oh shit, all right then you make a mistake. So yes, I believe, good evening, Angel, my friend. So I believe that in my discussion with that friend of mine, I enlightened them that yes, there is a space. And that is where they come where them lie now, whereby even when you present them with the evidence, them still a double down. Even when you present them with a mountain of evidence, them still a double down on whatever them have said. Because guess what? You're saying it for dramatic effects. Every day now you hear them on platform, them are cause poor Charmian, so Charmian a labor right. And Angel can relate to this. Angel reacting, you're here, you can relate to this. Angel platform was similar to that of Charmian, where both parties were allowed to come and speak freely. There was no censorship. Both parties was allowed to go there and speak freely, make their points, sell their party. But the moment Angel starts saying, okay, now I'm going to fact check things when you say it, she became the enemy of the comrade. And it's the same thing now with Charmian. The moment somebody there says, let me fact check that, she becomes an enemy of the comrade. She don't do nothing wrong. She have a platform. All that we can go there, all that we can talk. Even when we there as labor writers say, take down that somebody say, no, me not take them, no, make them talk. But the simple fact that she's willing to check make her an enemy of the comrades. And that is where we want to look and understand where they are. Yes, Charmian. That is where you have to understand where they're coming from. Is that they like yesterday, Bookie used to be over Charmian. But Bookie couldn't take the fact check, so he was start out in one. And yesterday, I passed Bookie and I listened to the discussion. And gentle people, listen to me. It is important which part to who to listen to. Now, I don't know of no country whereby whenever you get international aid, you share it up and give people. But Bookie over there was that, oh, they get money for COVID and me not get none. Oh, the fuck, sorry. These are the kind of discussion where people have. All because them have some free data and then can turn on the camera. International aid is to support country and if you hand out when you get it. But that's why Bookie and all of them, that's why they don't go over Charmian anymore. Because Charmian say, make me fact check what I know I say, and then can't take the fact checking. Bookie and him moderators black me on sight. Bookie said, I never breach it, but then black me on sight because I asked the simple question, why? Yeah, man. I asked the simple question, why? Why? I was passing there in the early stage, and they were having a discussion where a young lady over there was saying that she's so happy her party leader donated his salary to charity. And I being a Jamaican, I was so happy about that. Because that's a good move, And I asked the question, I said, what charity does he donate it to? And do you have any evidence to support that? The woman get angry and cuss me. And I was forced to call a fellow Jamaican duns and ignorant. And I call her that, We call her duns, dark and ignorant. That's what I'm asking, Angel. But they are not able to, and that's what I'm afraid. That must be said now, you know. And people must take it at face value and run with it. But if you say which charity, then can't tell you. First of all, no go so. Not a thing, no go so. But I am glad I have a prime minister. Me not going to tell no lie pan. When I come here, I speak the truth that I have a prime minister that cares about the country. I have a prime minister that, for my little boy, him have the vision to come serve him country. Not a party leader where I when them a grown man in decide say, wait, me no want Jamaican passport. No. Not a man who say, me have to go pray to God before I first give up my British citizenship or not. No, we have a prime minister that chose Jamaica and will always do it. Jamaica is his final destination. Check every single member of the People's National Party, every one of them leadership member. Check them out. All of them own a house overseas. Sorry. Check them out. All of them. Every single one of them own house overseas. None of them retirement plan is in Jamaica. And that is why we cannot trust them with Jamaica future, because Jamaica is not in them future. All of them own house overseas. The man, the third party man, Mr. Joseph Patterson, I think his name is, of UIC, says, and this man I run for lead Jamaica, you know, him say the most precious thing him own is his Canadian passport. I don't like me, I tell him, he say it to me as I ask him about it. He says the most precious thing he owns is his Canadian passport, and he will never give it up. But you want to come rule Jamaica. You sit down every day and talk about how you love Jamaica. One of the main things I want in this constitutional reform is to make sure that dual citizens cannot lead this country. That's what we have, that's what I got in there. And that is the number one reason why Marky G is black in there. But I am glad the government is pressing. Listen to me. It says as a party, we have to take a page out of the Republicans' book. When the Republicans have power, they don't give a damn about criticism. They just wield power. Yeah? They don't give a damn. News could have ball from now till kingdom come. They care zero. And Jamaica government, the Jamaica Labour Party need to start act like that. We in a power, we have to act like it. Who give a shit about Jamaican for justice? Nobody. Who give a shit about any of them so-called drunk or we call themselves civic groups? Nobody. Nobody. Run them when they come attack, because they have nothing to contribute to this country. They don't have a thing, them a blood-sucking viper. Stop. Look on them when they talk. When 8 people was killed down in a Clarendon, you never hear a peep out of none of them. But when the police kill one, you hear them a ball, oh my God, it is concerning. When they tell lie upon the Prime Minister, then come out and ball. When the evidence are looking at them face about what the PMP are going to do on KCC, them silent. They don't have nothing to say. Based on that, we don't give a shit what we have to say anymore. We has proven that we is not for Jamaica. You need to change, well, you need to change on the signal to the fist already, so we don't have to say nothing else. Listen to me, the lady with the obvious name. Lady with the obvious name. What truth you want? Tell me what truth you want. What we have is a reliable trustworthy government who does what it says and says what it is going to do, who put out a manifesto and has almost delivered everything that they promise. And we can't ask for any more. We ask for a government who give real solution to the problems, not just knee-jerk reaction. Our number one problem was crime, and they spent their time and they made the investment and they are doing it. We had a problem with the road infrastructure. They spent their time, they made a plan, and they are fulfilling it. I don't see an answer. Right? That's all we can ask of this government. That this government has, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many Jamaicans, has earned the right to come to Jamaica and say, listen to me, we need a third term to continue the work that we have started. I've always said this, and I mean it, that anything the PMB is against is good for Jamaica. Once they're against something, rest assured it is good for Jamaica. Yes, Sandy. Once they're against something, it is good for Jamaica. And they're against the Labour Party and Andrew Holness, which means that they're good for Jamaica. Munchi last night read out the 10-point plan that Andrew Holness would have put out to the Jamaican people from as far back as 2015. Early 2015, when we were just warming up, put out their plan. This is our plan. This is what we plan to do for the Jamaican people. So when Marky J come and say, boy, I'm afraid if you put out plan, it's because you don't have one. Even the one where you put out as evidence, where say you had spoken about removal of guarantee of student loan. You put out a debunk plan. Everybody knows that was from Bruce Golden days, that was upon the JLP. You have not formed an original idea in your head. You're a political neophyte. That's what you are, Marky G. You're not ready for this yet. So my Jamaican people, in closing, because I know so I have to go make one phone call to she who must be answered and then get ready to go up on the government work. In closing, the people, the Jamaica Labour Party is not perfect, but we are the party that is giving the country value for its money. That is undeniable. That is facts. We give Jamaica value for its money. Just drive around the country and look at the development, and your tax dollars are do it. Simple put. We have built an investor-friendly climate that more investors are coming in. We have done more to alleviate poverty than any PMP administration. One of the greatest projects is our Hope House project run out of the office of the Prime Minister. We have turned on more water in more communities than the PMP did in 18 years. I would love somebody to remind me. I would love somebody to remind me of one water project that the PMP did in 18 and a half years. One, give me a community they would then give water to. Remember, Westmoreland, which is their most loyal fan base, which produced the water minister, didn't have running water. Victoria reached class 8, Victoria close out now. Westmoreland, which gave us the water minister, didn't have running water. Well, I don't know what question you're talking in. I don't see no question where the young lady asks. Water trucks they invested in, but no water for true. And that is another thing, Travel, where they invested in temporary solution rather than permanent fix. Operation Rapid Response. That's why they named the Rapid Response. Was a temporary fix to permanent problem. The Jamaica Labour Party is now fixing those problems permanently. But my people, I will see you all. I hope tomorrow we can get two comrades or we can have the. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to line up and I'm going to find two comrades. Find out the day tomorrow and line up a nice political debate. And we can come and chat some politics with two comrades tomorrow. But bless upon yourself. Have a good evening. I think politics and sports should be live. We can join him in that.